Sliding through the static glow, jamming, naming, got the flow. News that hits you in the soul. What it means to you, you should know. Ask why, leaning close, late night crew, raise a toast. Drip, drip, our daily drip. Tune in, don't let it slip. What's the word? What's the vibe? This is your show, come feel alive. Headlines turn to real talk. Jam drops, jams while Damon locks. Questions that make the clock stop. Late night thoughts in a backdrop. Ask why, leaning close. Late night crew, raise a toast. Drip, drip, a daily drip. Tune in, don't let it slip. What's the word? What's the vibe? This is your show, come feel alive. I see the glow from your screen, late night. Fingers dance, they spark, ignite. Binary hearts in a pixel fight. Swipe left, swipe right. Tell me, do I look alright in this frame of endless light? Drip, drip, we fall into the stream. Caught between the code and the dream. Subscribe to me, don't let it fade. Our love's a tech upgrade. Your voice is a waveform, smooth, divine. Graduate whisper sync with mine. Our rhythm sharp, our timing fine. Click here, stay near, don't ghost me, disappear. Let's rewrite this atmosphere. Drip, 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 we fall into the stream. Caught between the code and the dream. Subscribe to me, don't let it fade. Our love's a tech upgrade. Under neon sky, so blue, so cold. Jam and got the stories untold. Sliding through the static on a west coast beat. Our squad rolling deep, no retreat. Late night trip, it's the vibe we sip. Join the squad, lean back, don't trip. Jam and bringing truth, no script. Sub up fam, it's the late night drip. The news gets heavy, but we keep it light. Opinions sparking like city lights at night. the power we wield. Turn the volume up, let it settle in. The world spins wild, but here we begin. Late night drip, it's the vibe we sip. Join the squad, lean back, don't trip. Jam and Dame, bringing truth, no script. Sub up fam, it's the late night drip. The headlines whisper the truth in the dark. We dissect the case.
Raindrops fall on city pavement, washing secrets in the dark. Daily drip, the crowd's amazement. Knowledge streaming comes to spark. Thunder in the nighttime sky.
Get them ready. What up? What up? Welcome, welcome, world. This is your gracious producer, Cassius Pay. And I would like to bring in Plain Dame Jim Jones. Let's go ahead and let's get it in without further ado.
Yes, sir.
All right. Bring in a little bit of music for y'all and pull you in. Let's do
There
it.
you go.
All right.
Merry Christmas. My dog Check Low just brought me in. We in
There you
here.
go.
What's going on? You see my beautiful skin on this lovely Christmas Eve. We outside. We outside, you know, doing something a little different. How you all doing out there? Thank you for tuning in to the best show, Drip Show. You understand me? Our daily Drip Show. We are here. Like and subscribe. We are present. You know, nothing but more and more content coming along here. You know, like and follow, all that good stuff. I'm just talking, but you know, my gracious host, Jim Jones, aka, you know, Diamond Mine, you know, she gonna tune in with us, of course. She's always present and accounted for. You understand me? I just finished frying 6 turkeys. You understand me?
How was those turkeys though?
I'm a
did you just
vegan.
say where you take a little? Oh, so you didn't?
I'm
oh,
vegan.
oh.
You understand me? But everybody that tried them told me it was the best they ever tasted. That made me feel great, man. You know, I felt awesome because I definitely put my all into all of it. You know, even though I am vegan, I cook for the carnivores. I make sure everybody is smiling when they leave my house. You understand me? So they came out very well. I spatchcocked all of them. And if you don't know, understand
What is that?
spatchcock. So what that means is that I broke the bones of the birds down, bop, 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 broke them shits down. And then what I did was I cut out the spine of the birds, right?
Okay.
Bop, 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 broke them down. And even before then, you know, I hit them with a little vinaigrette. I shot them up with some apple cider vinegar, and I let them sit. And I also soaked them in white pepper and apple cider vinegar, and I submerged the birds into a pan, and I left them sitting overnight. So when you guys get them, nothing but flavor. And then once they come up out, I season them, shoot them up, you know, with more apple cider vinegar, or for certain people, they may have requested a little bit of little honey. I get different requests.
You talk about cutting the spine out of this turkey. Like, do you keep it for like gizzard type of situation, or what?
I actually fry that part up too for people to put it into their greens and stuff like that.
Okay, so that sounds like something.
Yeah, so I break it up. I pop, 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 pop. I chiropractic the bird, break that ish all the way down. You know what I'm saying? Some people may request me to hit them with the apple cider vinegar. Some people may ask me to shoot it up with some teriyaki sauce. Either way it go, beautiful bird. You know what I mean? So fried it up. I did 6 of those today. So
all right.
Shout out to the churches that I donated those to. Shout out to my peoples that came through. You know, it was funny. People walk through my house like it's a museum. Check low. It'd be hilarious. They'd be like, wow, what's going on? Yeah, some of that. You know.
Say how many turkeys you frying around here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're like, what's going on? What you doing? I'm like,
Scrooge McDuck.
I'm like, don't worry about all that. No, never mind the paintings. Never mind that. Just come straight to the kitchen, get your bird, and get gone. I love it.
They trying to walk in and walk out like this. That's
that part. That part, but it's not happening. That part. One of my dudes came through. They said, man, they need to put some respect on your name. They didn't know you was living like that. I said, relax. No, stop. It's not that serious. They're like, no, I'm just saying. No, you said too much. You might not get an invite back. But your bird gonna be great. Understand?
All right. So welcome my squad. And I don't know if she's ready, but we gonna check and see.
Yeah, I'm here.
She is there. Come on, man. So that's Jim Jones, aka Diamond Mine. You understand me? She is present. Do you see the specs? They better put some respect on the specs. You understand me?
Hey, it's me, Jim Jones. I'm here. My laptop decided, my MacBook decided that it was gonna just not be here. So I got a little bit of lag going on, but that's because I think I got to take that new update, and I didn't. So that's on me, and I know better. So if you get that update, you go on live, you go anything like that. I know.
All good.
It's been crazy. Listen, it's cold outside. You know, it's Christmas Eve, so you know you gotta go do some things. But we're here for y'all. We're here to do this Christmas Eve special because we know a lot of y'all are up, you know, doing them things, waiting for Santa to pull up. You know, you're up. So we figured we go ahead and give y'all a little bit of drip. Drop some of that drip. Yeah, don't have that. Look at this robot gonna look at me. Drop some drip for y'all late tonight and have a bit of a more fun show, a little bit of the news, politics, but a little more of the fun and really pushing on the Christmas theme today. So drop some drip in the comments. We really do want to have engagement. This is to be a little more on the fun side and to make sure y'all have a chance to go back and forth with us. And if you have questions, just drop some drip. Happy to talk through some of those things. And tonight should be pretty fun. That's the goal tonight. Have fun, y'all.
Yeah. Also, we had some, some people comment on the music when we was warming up or whatever. So shout out to Savannah out here. Said, "Oh my gosh, the music is fire." So thank you very much. Curated by yours truly. You know
Appreciate that. Some of the best DJs in the world send us music. You understand me?
Very much true. Well, speaking of having a woman give some comment and some energy, me with the segues. Oh, before we get in that, what you sipping on? What's in your cup? Drop some drip in the comments. What's in your cup? What you got? Plain name before we get into everything.
I've been sipping red wine today, so I had a nice amount of red wine. You know, while I was frying my turkeys and things like that. You understand me? So coming into the show, I was like, I'm fine. I don't need nothing else.
Me too. That's what I have today. I got me some red wine. I think it's I can't even remember what it's called, but it don't matter. They don't sponsor us, so I don't care. So yeah, I have me some red wine as well. So yeah, drop some drip. Let us know what y'all sipping on, and later on I'll have some water as well. So gotta balance things. Cassius Pay. Oh, and also before we go, I was going to ask you what's in your cup, but first let me introduce you. But who originally you heard is Cassius Pay. That is our producer. He will be hopping in and out, but shout out to him for having things keeping going and flowing. Cassius Pay, you got anything in your cup? What you got? You got anything?
Yeah, it's a red wine type of night.
We all
one of my red wines of choice is very hard to come by. It's called Sweet Bitch. So let me go ahead and sip on some of that sweet bitch.
Sweet beat.
Biatch. No, we can say biatch. We can say biatch now.
We can say biatch.
Biatch.
All right.
Make the world go round.
Well, speaking of gangsters, let's go ahead. No, I ain't gonna use that. Not for this.
Speaking of biatch.
No, speaking of gangsters. Let's go ahead and talk about your girl, Erica Kirk. Yeah. Erica Kirk out here living her best life on the gram, but some people's social media presence is less influencer and more, I'm skeptical. Okay. So what are we skeptical about? Which I probably should have had the links of. However, to be fair, my computer died, so I didn't have much choice. Yeah, it decided it just wasn't gonna do it. It said, "Oh no, be happy, like girl, be happy that you could get back."
Let's get back to this turkey then. You know what I'm saying? Now, what'd you call it when you debone the turkey?
You still going on this turkey?
When I spatchcock it.
Spatchcock it? Is that what it's
basically called? Spatchcock. So basically, what I do is I break the turkey all the way down. I do it the same thing with chickens too. I pop, chiropractic that damn thing, and break all the bones in it. And I cut out the spine of it.
Okay, so when you cut out the spine, does that take out any meat? Like, so explain it so that the people
little bit of meat. But what I do is I treat it the same way somebody would. I do the spine the same way somebody would do, say, a turkey neck. I cut out the spine of it, and then I continues to break it down because it cuts down on the fry time on the bird. So and I season the insides of it, and then I shoot it up with whatever I want to inject it with. Let that sucker fry. It'd be done it'd be done less than 2 hours when I fry it. 2.5 at the most.
We didn't turn this into a cooking show.
It's Christmas time. People
stay cooking. What's up, squad? I know y'all like when I be cooking because we stay cooking. We cook on the verbs and the birds. You understand me? Yes. So
we done went on over to the cook. Drop some drip in the comments. Y'all want the recipe from Plain Dane?
I'll drop it.
Let us know.
I got a
No, they gotta ask for it. No, they gonna have to ask for it.
It's a honey cayenne bird is what I do. And I'll drop that in there.
Okay, now that sounds fancy.
Yeah, it's honey cayenne. That's what I do. Once it's done, I marinate it in honey and cayenne and different seasoning and spices. The colonel ain't got ish on me. You understand me? Yes, sir.
So we're gonna go use a little bit of this about Erica Kirk. You'll see a little bit of a questioning thing kind of going on in general. So it's not just picking on Erica Kirk. So just be clear, I'm not going after her. But let's just talk. It's been kind of bubbling up, I would say, and pretty relevant. So let's go ahead and get into Erica. Let's make sure y'all can hear it too.
5 years. I never dated here because I saw vicariously through my roommate how terrible it was.
You were proposed to by Charlie in 2020. You started dating him in 2018. And 3 years before that, we're dating this guy, Tyler Massey. I mean, you guys would do couples photo shoots. This is still online. And this is only 3 years before you started dating Charlie.
He's in heaven.
Yeah, and 2 years later, you were dating this guy, Cabot Phillips. And here he is posting you guys on his public page saying, yes, we're that couple who gets painting lessons together. Again, this is a year before you started dating Charlie and well within the 5-year period you claim to have never dated anyone, but you were.
Okay, so before we go further, this specific dude is the one that you're going to see all through social media that's in question. Okay, why is this relevant for news and politics? Well, if anybody who's living under the rock wouldn't not understand why it's relevant as far as who Erica Kirk is. So Erica Kirk is now, I don't know if she's considered the CEO of Turning Point at this point, but she's definitely at least the very front person.
She's very much.
And I don't know her, I don't know her formal name of that because I'm not going to disrespect whatever that may be, but she's definitely in the forefront of Turning Point USA, and that they're growing and getting a bigger voice. And a lot of the basis of that was around traditional conservative values, having a strong base of religion, and having, very heavy in the morals background. So people are really holding her to the fire of, you said this, and they're trying to fact check her. And that's really kind of the purpose on that. So just keep that in mind as we continue this. This young lady who is reacting to what she put together is questioning essentially the basis of their company. Anything y'all want to add before I go?
Yeah, I'll add in something really quick. So Erica Kirk is the chief executive officer.
Oh, okay.
And chair of the board of Turning Point USA.
Oh, okay.
She was unanimously appointed CEO by the board chair in the organization in September 2025 after the assassination of her husband, TP USA founder Charlie Kirk. In this role, she is described as the new leader of Turning Point USA, responsible for guiding the organization's strategy, campus operations, and broader conservative activism efforts. And scene.
Okay, cool. So we will continue down this. So just keep that in mind. Like, I just want to give you the why. Like, why are we talking about Erica Kirk? But that is the baseline of why this is relevant.
We're out here dissing your roommate for dating.
I always thought it was very strange how she would go to drinks with one guy and then go to dinner with another. Somehow getting drinks was the replacement of having coffee and breakfast. I personally would rather have coffee or brunch with someone than go. I don't drink. I find it unproductive.
Why are you here drinking and dating on a reality show that actually was filmed the year you met Charlie? So you obviously were dating. So I'm not understanding your timeline. I mean, you're talking to a guy here who's asking you out.
Now, hold on. Now, to be fair, I don't know if that's actually alcohol. It could very much be a mocktail. It could be a mocktail. It could be juice. Yeah. We don't know what's actually in there. I'm not defending her. I'm just saying we are not there. I'm not going to say that she has an actual drink. But the dating, I mean, unless she's going to qualify that as like, this is an acting gig and like all of this is fake and everything we've ever seen is fake, she kind of want to roll with that.
Yeah, we need her to do that. We need her to do that because optics is everything at this point.
On a date and you're taking his number? And here you are on your date.
I've honestly spent the majority of my life being one of the most sought after bachelors.
Yo, I'm not going to lie. This is so recent. That Hinge, like I remember being in college. Hinge didn't exist in college, so that like Hinge is still like a newer dating app. I'm gonna look up when it was made. So they just reference Hinge, so that it hasn't been that long, like in the timeline.
Oh, great! But I'm just really excited to spend some one-on-one time with Erica. I really do like her, and I'm excited to get to know her a little bit more.
Erica, hello? I just want to understand how you so confidently lie to our faces when this footage was on national television, and you know the footage is out there. The pictures of your boyfriends that you dated are still public online, and you know that, but you still lie like this.
Stop.
Wait, isn't Cabot Phillips your ex-boyfriend? Why is he now this?
Oh, now we're going to go down to conspiracy theory. So we're going to stop. We're going to stop here. But the question is not invalid. And so what I want to bring to the forefront of this is just like what Plain Dame just said. Optics are everything, especially when you're going from, you know, somewhere where you were not like the person in the forefront and now you are. And the basis of morals and values were, you know, you're caught kind of speaking that this is what you believe in, things that you experience, and they're kind of debunking now. To be fair, they are cutting up clips. But if you was on like a Love is Blind, I don't know how you, or Married at First Sight. I mean, there's paperwork. Y'all got any, drop some drip in the comments. Do y'all think that this is unfair to Erica, or do you think that this is valid to question if you are a person, essentially if you are a person who donated or I would say associate with Turning Point USA? And then I will also finally say, if you don't, I mean, we tell other people to stay out of folks' business, then in some ways that should maybe even apply here. But if you do support, you do donate, you do, you know, watch the content, you do consume ways that essentially Turning Point USA makes money, what are your thoughts on this? Drop some drip in the comments. All right, I'm gonna be quiet.
Right.
Y'all go ahead.
And deeper than that, bottom line is I mean, what we did before we were married, it is what it is, right? She was a married woman, and then she is a widower at this point. So what show she appeared on before and all of that, does it really hold weight realistically? Not really. But at the same time, it's like the whole moral value conversation comes into play when I can go ahead and go on YouTube or Google or wherever and look up old footage of you on dates drinking. So optics, again, is everything. Optics is king in today's day and age. So that leaves a lot of room for speculation. You know, I feel like at this point, you don't have to say anything, but it would help if you did. That's where I'm at.
I feel you, but I can't reach you, my dude. I'm gonna just go tell you why. It's
Okay.
more like people saying, "What we date the same people because they in the same circles. They know what we do." I can't get down like that. So if I was an NBA player, I have to be okay with being with somebody that was out there and being, in certain circles that I'm not comfortable with. No, give me a no name. Give me a no name that I don't gotta have to deal with all of that, knowing that you done been with this person or been with that person or been online or lived a different life than you do now. If you're not taking that walk like, say, Amber Rose is taking, right? That I can understand where she is coming from, going from how she was and owning it and then transitioning into a different space versus this where you're kind of saying that I've dated the same person for however long and then it really isn't the case. Now you can have all kinds of different recollections of a
I heard
situation.
that breath in there. I get it. I heard that breath. I understand. I get what you were doing. I understand. That tube box was getting a little empty, but I get what you were trying to tell me, my brother. Bottom line is that if you become the face of any product or any company or any whatever, you're gonna go under scrutiny. And I mean, just what it is, and just be prepared to speak to it. I mean, nothing that I saw in regards to her spoke that looked like it should be demonized or looked at a certain way. But at the same time, it does speak to a volume of I'm not exactly holier than thou. So I'm not going to sit there and look down on you. If anything, this may actually gain me some people because they may see that I'm just like you. But I got married to somebody. I gave my life to God, and here we are. You know what I mean? So you could actually use that. It just like when we were growing up.
And we had on that PR team.
Right, but I'm saying that it caters to the whole thought process of having the pimps that became the pastor, because in the hood, that's what we saw a lot of. We saw a lot of pimps that became pastors. We saw a lot of people that were gangsters that became preachers. Right? Same rule can apply here. You know what I mean? I'm not looking at her any different, because trust me, Plain Dana ran through a few Christians. You know what I mean? There's been more than a few preachers' daughters that have been like, wait a minute, I'm not judging you on your past. I'm looking at where you're going. If you got in your spiritual walk, you have your things that you can speak on that's going to reach more people. Use it. It's all tools that God gave you. That's where I'm at.
I feel you, but again, I can't reach you on this, and it's because she downing other people at the time, saying that these people were doing this, and I mean I was drinking coffee or whatever. Like
that's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You could throw that car in reverse. You could say, what?
If she was a dude.
That'd be called Dirty Mackin. If she was
hold on. If she was
in a big way.
Yeah. But if she was a dude in Dirty Mackin, would we have the same energy though? Or would we just say, but he wasn't married though, so sis.
No. What I was saying is that OG, you gotta own that, brother. You gotta own that. I mean, but it all depends on how you walk your walk. I'm not looking down on soul, because I know what I've done. I know what I'm capable of. But at the end of the day, if you was out there and you was doing what you was doing, and you had a one night stand every Friday, all of that type of stuff, you got to speak to that. You got to use that. You got to say, listen, this is where I was at that time in my life, but look where God took me. You got to learn how to use that. And that's it. If you sit there and try to act like you holier than thou, it just makes it worse.
You know what? That is perfect. That's a perfect segue into this. Let's talk about Johnson Drip in the comments. Y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about? Let's talk about being holier than thou. Man arrested after making a social media comment. Okay, now it's going to be something.
He was in Britain. Where was he at?
No, he in the States. Now this is
Damn, he
more
got
In the
arrested in the
States with
States.
that? That
listen, I
Shit,
got
you
British
could
shit
say
is not
you could say
we
die
got
Trump die and still walk around and not have to post bail. What do you
look,
say?
we got the video. So we gonna get to a certain part of the video, then I'm gonna show you where part 2 is. So just
Let's do it.
stay
Let's
with me.
do it.
Once again, this is not to poke necessarily fun at this, but to bring awareness
only
of
thing that he probably had to do, I'm guessing now, is like threaten somebody's life, because that'd be the only thing that'll get you.
You gotta blah, blah. All right, stay tuned, y'all. This is to educate. Let's talk about First
And
Amendment.
shout out to Joe too. He came in on the.
Oh, hey Joe,
the
shout
clip.
out to
My
you.
dog Joe, what up?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and keep First Amendment and anything else you can think of from a rights perspective in your back of your mind. Drop some drip if y'all want to comment.
Quoting President Trump cost a man his freedom. Part of a sheriff's new explanation was just contradicted by police. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 6. I'm Bob Mueller. Larry Bushart has been in jail since September 21st. His bond is $2 million. The Perry County Sheriff's Office claimed he threatened mass violence at a school. News 2's Kel Smith reports Bushart seemed confused when police told him.
This is 38.
So look, before we get into it, they gonna show y'all the whole video, homie. Okay, so keep in mind as they go into this, he is going to get arrested. You're gonna see how they arrest him, how he's acting. Keep that in mind while you watch this. How he's acting because of something he posted on Facebook as a direct quote that President Trump did say. This direct quote that he reposted. Okay, but the context is everything. They'll get to that.
You 2 for 2 on finding these stories where people get rolled up on
Christmas. But wait, there's more.
Days ago.
Hello. Can we speak with Larry again?
Lexington police are about to arrest Larry Bushart. His supporters say he is a retired law enforcement officer. He is also critical of the Trump administration. Just on the day of his arrest, he posted dozens of memes to Facebook.
Hey, Mr. Larry.
Yes.
So, Perry County has called back again, okay?
Uh-huh.
And they've ended up issuing a warrant for you, okay? So you're going to have to come with us. We'll get you booked in. We'll get all this figured out. And then you'll have to take it up with them in their court, okay?
Okay.
Go get your shoes on.
We got to come in with you if you're going to go back in, though.
That's fine. Y'all can come in. We're getting carpet in the morning, so we
Okay.
moved all of this out.
In body camera video released by police to News 2, Larry and his wife do not ask many questions. They seem to know why he's getting arrested.
Okay, so hold on. Y'all see
See
how
they got us, dog.
But look though, I want y'all to take
in.
note.
Take your shoes off.
I need you to take note of their demeanor, how they're speaking to police, and throughout this interaction. And then I'm gonna switch it off to tell y'all what actually happened. But I want y'all to look at how are they acting and keep that in your mind, because you're gonna find out the charges that they try to, bring up of this. Because it's important to know.
Hours earlier, Larry said Lexington police visited him regarding a Facebook post.
Just call me. I'll have my phone, okay?
We
I
have
love you.
3 police officers to get this man.
Thank y'all. And he thinks that it's just, freedom of speech.
4. I'm sorry, 4 police officers.
Kind of tells, this is. Yeah, but like he was saying earlier, we kind of have nothing to do with it. I understand. And I understand. Look, it's just y'all's job. I mean, y'all have to do what. Yeah. But hopefully it works out for y'all. And I hope so. I hope so too. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
A court affidavit ties Larry's arrest back to Perry County Sheriff Nick Weems. In a community Facebook group, someone posted about a vigil for conservative commentator Charlie Kirk. Larry commented, "The sheriff saw it and messaged an investigator. We do not have access to the Facebook."
All right. Now y'all saw that man was would y'all consider him cooperating? Would y'all consider that man cooperating? That y'all see him resisting or making a fuss about anything like that?
No, dog knew what he was there, what they was there for.
Let's go to part 2 where he gets his charges dropped so they can tell you what kind of charges they try to get that man. And then just to let y'all know, because I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but when he got to the police station, they even were just like, listen, man, I don't even look, man, I don't think it's that big, like that all of this, but I gotta do my job. He's like, no, I understand. And they open the door, let him in. He ain't fight nobody. He went, nah, none of that. He just walked in the door, okay?
Criticizing President Trump is now a free man. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 6. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. This is a story we first reported yesterday on News 2 at 6. Larry Bouchard was arrested and charged with threatening mass violence at a school.
That is what was posted right here. So he reposted that right there. Okay.
After sharing this Facebook post following Charlie Kirk's assassination. News 2 just confirmed those charges have been dropped.
This is Kelly Milan is live in Perry County tonight where she spoke to Bouchard as he returned home. Kelly.
Yeah, Bob and Haley, we actually caught up with him as he was coming home, driving home straight from jail. He says he's happy, but he had a really tumultuous year. Take a listen at our conversation we had earlier today. Did you ever think you would end up in jail? I mean, you're a retired officer.
No, I didn't anticipate, oh, you're a bad person, they're going to come haul you away. No, this caught me off guard.
All right. Now, before we continue, drop some drip in the comments. Do y'all think that he should have been arrested based on what you know? You saw the image that he put up there. Y'all seen his demeanor so far? Drop some drip in the comments. What y'all think so far? Everybody's quiet. I'm going soon. Everybody agrees.
Well, you spoke to the comments, but
what you
outside of that, I think it's trash. We have a freedom of speech. People post all kinds of stuff that they want to post online. Hell, if you post whatever,
that. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah, right. Like I've seen, you know, I've had somebody send me an emoji of monkeys eating bananas and tell me, monkey, calm down. Like I've gotten hit with so much racist stuff online that this dude posting his critique of a president is ridiculous. Like where are we? We in Korea now? Like where are we? Korea?
But the thing is, though, now remember, this isn't President Trump saying, "Hey, go get him because he used my quote." This is the I believe the county sheriff that said, "Go get him."
Right.
Yeah. So that's
it was personal.
Like, nah, we ain't doing that.
Larry Bouchard was arrested in September after sharing a meme quoting President Trump's comment following a 2024 school shooting in Iowa. Investigators said that sparked fear among parents who saw it on a Perry County Facebook group, leading to his arrest, where he stayed in jail for over a month. Now, a new letter from State Representative Justin Jones is turning the small-town arrest into a statewide fight. In the letter, Jones calls Bouchard's case a brazen attempt to criminalize political speech. He accuses Sheriff Nick Weems of abusing his power and setting what he calls a dangerous precedent. Now, we are waiting an update from the Sheriff's Department.
All right. So let's talk about First Amendment real quick, and then we'll go into our next topic. Y'all think, does that worry y'all that you could post something that's really a repost, right? Like he reposted something that existed and they came and scooped him up, put him in the shackles, boy, and took him up out of there.
If you goofy, sure, worry about it. But if you're somebody that understands how law works and freedom of speech, have that lawyer on speed dial, because it sounds like you about to get a bag. If they about to be doing shit like this, you about to get paid. Because come on now, like it's social media. You can post whatever you want to post. You can repost whatever you want to post. You know.
So you believe that people should be able to do things as long as they're within the law?
That's it. I mean, personally, I come from a standpoint of I like to know where my people come from. I like what my people think. You know, I always want to know who I can borrow sugar from versus who I need to stay away from. Right. So if somebody is posting something in regards to critique of a president, who cares? I don't care. You post, hey, I don't want these niggas over here. I don't want these N-words over here. And that's a whole nother conversation. I'm not crossing that street.
Damn it.
I'm not crossing that street.
So
I'm not.
that's actually a good segue into.
Hold on, let me. Can I cook a little bit?
I was trying to go ahead and move away from it.
I
Go
saw him
ahead.
with his apron on. His screen is black, but I saw the apron in the midst, the oven mitts. Come on,
Right.
cook, my guy.
All right, so I'm going to give you a short blurb on the main types of speech that are not or very weakly protected under the First Amendment for the United States. So first one is incitement or imminent lawless action. So that's like directly urging a mob, that whole yelling fire and that kind of thing. So that's not covered. True threats of violence. So serious expressions of intent or harm of a specific person or group. The next thing is fighting words. Personally abusive insults in your face, likely to produce imminent fight. Next is obscenity and child pornography. So that's another thing that's in there. And that's defined in a strict way by Supreme Court tests. So that's been a thing that's been tested and proven that no, it's not a freedom of speech, my guy, no matter how weird you want to be. Next is defamation. So we know about that one a lot because that's where we at with it. And then so defamation one. The other one is fraud. So somebody tried to test fraud as freedom of speech, which is very, very weird. Why?
Look, I'm John Smith, you John Smith, it's our money. What?
False advertisement. So I'm glad that that's still a thing that we can be protected about, because lying to obtain money and benefits or deceive consumers is a real thing that's still going on. And then the last one is speech integral in criminal conduct. So like criminal conspiracies or solicitations. So those are the things that are not covered by the First Amendment.
Shout out to Joe for the extra comments here. Yeah, you're right. There are clauses. You can't just go around just doing whatever. So yeah,
Right.
definitely agree with it.
Yeah,
Y'all,
we ain't doing that. We definitely ain't doing that. But
so speaking of not being able to do whatever, happy holidays, y'all, unless you these people. Because now they got all these legal fees because they feel like they should be able to do what they want, express themselves. And then, that's a horrible image of her. I'm so sorry, sis. I didn't mean to freeze it like that. And that's not necessarily true. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Oh, if I can unmute it, that would be helpful.
Anything but merry, a Christmas light display in Livermore.
That's at the center of it, and it sparked an expensive
This is
legal
in the
battle
Bay
between
Area.
two neighbors. Investigative reporter Hilda Gutierrez went to check it out, and she joins us now. Hilda.
The couple being sued says decking their front yard with these lights for the holiday is something they look forward to. But this year, they say their neighbor is trying to dim their lights, which is dampening their Christmas spirit.
So we have a little gingerbread family. They have their, tree.
That's
over
pretty
there.
normal, right?
And
Like,
also with mom and dad, you have the little kids.
James and Janet Hayes get excited describing the hours it takes to come up with a
drop some drip in the comments. Does this look like a normal lighting display in your neighborhood or somewhere you might drive by, or is this doing a lot? Let us know what y'all think.
Hell no, it ain't the worst that I seen though, but that's a lot of LEDs out here. You disrupting some shit. I'm just saying that look like was it Jingle All the Way, one of the movies and shit where where it's like an airstrip, a plane might try to fly on that thing. Yeah, better be glad these ain't regular bulbs, because if these wasn't LEDs, you'd be done. That'd be a hell of a light bill.
That is super nerdy.
We in a recession. You can't be doing
that's
all
a
that.
lot. That is a lot.
and hen make some of their holiday decorations.
I feel like that brings me joy to see like other people kind of like happy and then like enjoying our decorations.
For 6 years, their Camellia Drive home in Livermore has lit up the block for Halloween, Christmas, and Chinese New Year. Sometimes that means lights could be up for nearly 6 months.
What y'all think about that? You got lights up.
All right,
for
now 6 months. You doing a lot for holding it up for 6 months.
Damn,
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
listen. That's grounds for divorce.
Freedom of speech.
No,
Freedom of speech, right?
6
That's
months
too
though,
much.
like Christmas in July ass shit is going on right there.
Well, they
That's a
got
lot.
Chinese New Year, Halloween, Christmas, and probably
You need Santa Claus up for Halloween? Is that what you're saying?
no. They're doing separate light displays.
Oh,
They do like
okay,
a
so
Halloween one,
okay.
a Christmas one, Chinese New Year one, and probably I would assume maybe 4th of July or something like
Okay.
that. I would
Yeah,
assume.
my grandfather, like when he was with us, he cared a lot about Halloween. So we had to put up a whole bunch of shit.
That's one time. They doing
Yeah,
this
that's one time. Christmas,
six months.
he was cool on Christmas. Like he just put some stuff on the bushes or whatever. We was cool. But like Halloween, though, we had to go all out.
Yeah, they
And
going all out
basically-
each time is what they showed them visuals for.
I mean, I feel it. I mean, you know, I got neighbors and everything. They be having up them blow up dolls all over the place for every holiday. I'm cool with that. Fine, you do that. But you know, like neighbor, go ahead. You do you. But please don't think I'm gonna do that because it's gonna be real dark over here.
I'm about to
Thank-
say, I'm about to say it's gonna be one light bulb. It's gonna be one light bulb in the hallway.
It'd be a red light bulb in the hallway. One
Yeah,
green one.
hey, that's it. That's it. You might see that ring camera light.
And it was like shocking for us that they would go that far.
The Hays are accused of creating a nuisance and intentionally inflicting emotional distress.
So there you go. That's where y'all was going with. That's why I hit play. The lawsuit is creating a nuisance and intentionally inflicting emotional distress. Drop some drip in the comments. Let us know. Do y'all think that that's valid? Would you feel that way? It sounds like the both of y'all would. I mean, I don't know. If they did the front yard and the backyard too, then I'd be like, come on, my G. Ain't nobody looking at your backyard. Only people you putting the show on is people on the airplanes. That would be doing a lot. But I mean, I guess your front yard, unless you live in a HOA, then you about to
That's
be in trouble.
different.
Oh, HOA?
That's
Yeah,
different.
that's the
Yeah,
mod.
that's
HOA ain't
different.
playing that.
But to me,
Parents
then
is
you live in
knocking on
HOA.
that door, like, yo, what are you doing?
Oh, the president coming?
Yeah.
I didn't approve this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you feel that way, then you need people who want to hold people accountable like this. Go live in a HOA. That's how I feel about that. Like, if this is your back, that would be egregious because who you showing your backyard to that you doing all this to, plus the front yard? That's doing like. Then I could agree. But I mean, for me,
Backyard, they only seeing that from the damn
airplanes.
the airplane.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
I'm
only
saying,
thing
like,
that you
and
don't
I
see
would
that
feel-
shit
yeah.
from 30,000 feet up in the air. You're gonna be like, damn, oh, that's
With
nice.
their holiday lights.
Somebody
in the
went
wind
all
chime.
out.
They basically took something, that was supposed to cheer us up and made it something where, it's just nothing good to remember about it.
The lawsuit follows months of tension after the neighbors moved in 3 years ago. The Hays admit they got off to a bad start when they extended a concrete driveway that crossed a few inches over their property line. They say it has since been fixed.
They came to our property numerous of times,
Mm-hmm.
and it was not a good interaction.
The couple says the exchanges intensified, and the Hays sought a restraining order against their neighbor that was never granted. And early this
A
year,
restraining order
they
is
were hit with a
crazy.
lawsuit over the holiday lights.
Did they ever come to you to tell you that they had an issue with your lights or with the wind chimes, for example?
Never.
In the lawsuit, the plaintiffs also accuse the Hays of building a 10-foot fence that violates city code and directing bright lights and noises
Go ahead, pause
towards
this
their
real
home.
quick. Yeah, like my grandma, she be having beef with people because she be having a bunch of damn wind chimes in her backyard and shit too. Like, so quit having all that damn junk in your backyard over there, ting tong and all over the goddamn place. We don't want that. If you want to go to sleep, you can't do ting tong, ting tong. Ain't nobody wanting all that. So I feel that with the wind chime piece. As far as them talking about they get enjoyment out of the lights.
Oh,
At night,
man.
you sleep. You waking everybody else up with your bright ass lights because LEDs are damn bright. To have that up where everybody has to go to sleep and some people don't have curtains or whatever. You got all that junk in your yard, like he's saying. You know what I'm saying? He said Sanford and Son yards. He for real, and I appreciate that. Because that's exactly what it is. It's a bunch of bullshit that you got, some Temu shit that you got in your backyard. That's really what this is.
Not you coming for the people with the Temu. They didn't do do nothing to you.
I'm just saying, you got $4 this, $6 that. You over here trying to blow this shit up.
Went to Family Dollar and spent $50 on bullshit.
Exactly. I'm a mess the neighbors up with this one, son.
Yeah, dang, they can't wait to hear this. Like, nobody want to hear all that, man.
Right.
All they want to hear is thank you for being a friend. Travel across the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. That's all they want to hear. They don't want to hear all that ting tong, ting tong. Like, nobody want to hear that shit. You just don't.
Yeah, I mean, some people would say that you're being, a Scrooge, but also, like, here's my thing: go live in an HOA. They should have went in the HOA, and then on the flip side of this, when they was arguing with you with the amount that people would go to war over in a football game of winning over inches in your yard, you should have knew they was gonna come for your lights.
Yeah,
I don't know why you didn't
I'm
think that.
I'm
Like,
with you
it
on
was
that one
on,
because
they
they was
was
like,
on,
you 2 inches on my property.
like, bruh,
Like,
come on.
I'm not feeling this footer that you
You
got
got
for
rocks,
your
my guy. You got rocks
yeah.
over there. It ain't like you was gonna build some plants. You look broke. No, I'm just kidding. But you wasn't doing nothing with. You got some rocks here. You wasn't gonna do nothing with that anyways. And you should have knew they was beefing anyways. They went out there, got their measuring tape. I
You're
would say it might be.
7.6 centimeters over my property.
I mean, it may be
I'm
even
gonna
fair to
file a
say they may
restraining
just
order.
not.
You need to
like
restrain your concrete, bitches.
Right.
Well, the Hayes, that family made the restraining order against those. So the context was this: the Hayes family, who they talked to, lived there. They've been doing it for 6 years total. In that 6 years, the people next door moved in around year 3, year 4. When they moved in, they said, "Oh hell no, we're not finna do this." They did not like that. Then they went out there and measured it and said, "Oh, you over the line. Move your stuff." And they said, "Okay, well, we'll go ahead," and they ended up removing that. They said, "Matter of fact, y'all got that stuff as 10 foot, you out of code, X, Y, Z." So I guess they kept telling about all the stuff they're not doing. So then the Hayes, the people they just interviewed, the family said that they went and tried to get a restraining order that was denied. So then they said, "Oh, so you thought you was gonna restrain me?"
These niggas ain't gonna hold me back. These niggas ain't hold me back.
I'm gonna sue you. How about I sue you over these lights? How about I sue you over these lights? And that's that they beefing, and that's what's going on. Now I would say, kind of Tito's on. Maybe they just don't like you for whatever reason. It may be. It could be, reasons that you gave them or reasons that you didn't. But they also not telling us the full interaction. I don't believe people because they don't be telling you the whole truth. They don't tell you that when they came over there knocking on that door, you was like, "Who the got my door?" You came up there like, "Oh, what you want?" They left all that out.
They never do.
Excuse me, can you please? You're over my line. Get out of my face. They leave all of those things out. I'm not saying that's what happened, but people don't tell you the full context and body language and really give you the full view because it doesn't paint them sometimes in the best picture. So do I think that it could be, whatever reason they're going after them? Possibly. But also, I don't believe people.
Let's be for real. Like,
they in the Bay Area.
If they celebrating Chinese New Year, which is like February 17th this year, and the celebration goes 15, 16 damn days with lantern festivals, I'm gonna be mad too. I'm gonna be like, well, damn, you had one day.
Listen, you better go to Little China with all that. Why are you doing that in my neighborhood?
Right?
Why you gotta do that in your backyard?
Every damn day you setting off fireworks for 15 days? Is that what we doing? Hell no. HOA, do your thing.
Right. This is what I pay for.
But I don't think they live in an HOA. That's what I'm saying.
Please.
I'm saying they don't live in an HOA. That's why if you feel that way, you should live in an HOA, is what I'm saying. You don't live in an HOA, baby. You didn't want to pay the HOA money. So now you got non-HOA problems. They got the RV out front. They got their cousins and them parking on the street. That's what you pay that HOA for. They house is all crazy colors. That's what you pay for. So speaking
Side
of
story, I saw like this where my grandma's house is. The first time I ever seen an all pink house. I was like, this is weird as hell. It was like a Barbie pink. Lady had a Barbie pink car and a Barbie pink motorcycle. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? This is some crazy stuff. I never saw that anywhere else in my life. The end, because that was just some weird shit. I wish that there was an HOA to prevent all that.
Oh, so you
It
didn't
was
like it?
weird. No, why would I like that?
Man, niggas ain't liking that. Nobody's liking that.
No, because you being weird. Like you messing up my house value.
Mm. Speaking of value, let's go back to keep it on Christmas a little bit. Let's see who's gonna be open on Christmas Day. Let's see who's gonna be open on Christmas. Let me know. There's a reason why I'm gonna go through this real quick.
Folks enjoy
Ask y'all a
spending
question,
Christmas
drop
Day
some
at
drip in the
home,
comments.
but for those who want to get out of the house, there are still plenty of options.
NBC's Brian Chung is here with everything you need to know, from shopping to groceries to entertainment, what you're going to do to serve people if you haven't made that plan. There's a lot of last
Gotta
minute
make a
doing
plan.
at this moment. Let's start with the important ones, which is what is going to be open tomorrow. What are some of the strategies for people who have left it to the last minute?
Well, Merry Christmas Eve to you and all of our viewers at home. When we talk about tomorrow, a lot of things will be closed, but not everything. Some supermarkets like Albertsons as well as Safeway will be open, as well as a number of convenience stores. If
That's
you need
crazy.
to make a last minute run, grab a last minute bag or maybe some gift wrap
Lottery
for that
ticket?
lottery
Wawa
ticket, if
said
you will.
we
So
getting this
again,
bag.
Wawa, 7-Eleven, Walgreens, CVS will all be open, but just double check your hours. Every location might be a little bit different, so just double check before you warm up.
So if you forgot something, there's a chance. That's wild. That's
That
wild.
used to never be a
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that in a second because I got
right.
a question for
Go
y'all.
ahead.
The car and head out there, but there will be options for some last minute shopping and for some ingredients if you need something for the dinner as well.
What about folks who do not want to be stuck inside all day? They may need a little breather. They want to get out. What's happening?
Well, certainly a lot of things will be closed tomorrow, but there are still a number of activities that are still able and available tomorrow, like, for example, some zoos. So in San Francisco, in fact, in New York at Central Park Zoo,
That's wild.
Miami, the Georgia Aquarium will be open. Movie theaters and restaurants are going to be open in some
Movie
cases as
theaters
well.
are
So
always
some
open.
chain restaurants like IHOP,
Always.
Denny's, they will be open if you want to get a pancake stack in the morning. And when we talk about what's going on, especially with the movie scene, I mean, there's some great movies that are coming out. Marty Supreme with Timothy Chalamet is on my list. That comes out, I believe, tomorrow. So it could be great to see, go and see a movie with the family.
Yeah.
Can we
All right, so I'm gonna stop it here. Now, y'all remember back in the day, wasn't nothing ever open. Nothing was ever open on the holiday. Nothing, like you could go get a burger, everything shut down. Matter of fact, I think McDonald's is closed, Burger King closed, all those fast food chains. That's like the only day they actually get off all through nationwide. That is absolutely wild that you're gonna have operations in a store like a Albertsons or a Safeway, because like it takes like actual bunch of people to do stuff off trucks and put stuff up and out. Like, man, listen. So my question to y'all is this: do y'all think that it would be a more balanced and productive society if we went back to starting to get back to some of the things like closing on all federal holidays? Like, only things should be open are things like the fire station, right? You got a fire that pop off. Like police officers would obviously have to, stuff like public servant type of things and things to keep things running that would be like on call, such as, I don't know, your power goes out, like somebody gonna have to check on that. Like, oh, sorry, it's Christmas. You just ain't got power. Good luck to your frozen food. Your refrigerator.
But shit, hopefully you in a cold environment. It'll be okay.
Maybe. I'm just using an example. Yeah, I mean that's true. I'm just saying, like, just those types of things
Yeah.
that keep things going. Like, obviously they know that they should be compensated for that time not being with their family, but like, does everything need to be open, even Christmas Eve? So what do y'all think? Drop some drip in the comments. Do y'all think that that's facts? But do y'all think that that things should shift towards that, especially with the way the economy is and so forth?
Let me put a little thing in here, and then I'll let Plain Dame go ahead and get in there. But I want to say a reasonable rough estimate where everything started being different, we'll say, is that window between the 60s and the 80s. Because I remember where stuff was shut down. So when it started in the 1960s with 7-Eleven and like that convenience store, and then if you remember the other one with the macaroni, the yellow macaroni convenience store, you know what I'm saying? You know that convenience store.
But
When
let's
it
keep
looked
it
like a
real. But let's
macaroni.
keep it real. Who owned 7-Elevens.
Now, but it wasn't like that always. Okay, but 7-Eleven and other convenience stores began operating 24/7, 365 every day, which naturally included being major holidays like Christmas. But through the 1970s and 80s, the 24/7 convenience model and growing holiday consumerism spread came. So like gas stations, pharmacies, and then it spread to grocery stores, and then it spread to big box stores. Increasingly stayed open because you got to get every last dollar, right? Or they had at least had limited hours around Christmas Day. So instead of fully shutting down, it would be like just shutting down early, especially in the 20th century. So that's what I wanted to pull into play.
People are broke.
Oh,
So
say that again.
people are broke. So right now, people are willing to work any hours you give them. So holidays don't hit the same no more like they used to. It just is what it is. I mean, I've noticed a growing trend over the last few years has been, shit, I'm working Thanksgiving, I'm working Christmas, I'm working New Year's Eve. People want money, man. They want money. They want money because a lot of people are going out every weekend and celebrating failure. So a holiday don't mean nothing. A holiday means day off. That's all it means at this point. Because I know, like I said, there's people out here that go out every weekend. $30 in their pocket. They out every single weekend. Every bill due. Car note due. They got court fines. They out every weekend. Having a great time. Holidays don't hit the way they used to, man. There was a point in time where we all was like, oh man, I ain't doing nothing. That's Thanksgiving. Oh man, I ain't doing nothing. That's Christmas. I ain't doing nothing. That's New Year's Eve. Now motherfuckers is outside. They like, I don't care. I'm going outside. So a Christmas, a New Year's, a Thanksgiving, it don't matter no more. People are gonna work, man. They want to make some money. They want to make some money because every day is a holiday for certain people. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just where we are right now, from what I've seen.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess to me, it's kind of a level of exploitation. But then again, that kind of also pulls to the heartstrings of, oh, I'm frozen. That's wild. It also pulls to the heartstrings of, things don't hit the way that they used to. Let me see. I am still frozen. That's wild.
You moving?
You good? You moving?
We see you.
I see myself like
Next time, take the update. Shit.
All right, y'all. So as y'all can see, we're about to talk about Caroline Leavitt. Well, as we talk about traditional, we're going to transition from traditional and holiday stuff, and we'll bring it back to the holiday piece. But let's talk about, I think we had talked about this before, about dating and age and values. So let's also, if values were weighed the same, people wouldn't feel the way they feel about money the same way that Plain Dame just explained it. They wouldn't say, oh, I'm going to get into the bag this weekend. Well, you got, your family matters. You wouldn't have, things would just be a little different. So let's hear how Caroline Leavitt, who is the press secretary for President Trump, how's she living? Y'all know anything about her backstory in her life right now? Let's get into it.
I know how old her husband is.
I can't date him. He's 59.
Yes, of course. I mean, it's very atypical love story.
I didn't know until today that you married a man who's a lot older.
Yes.
He's 59, you're 27.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Mutual friend of ours hosted an event at a restaurant that he owns up in New Hampshire and invited my husband, and I was speaking, and we met, we were acquainted as friends, and then we fell in love, as you said. He's the father of my child, of course, and he's the best dad I could ever ask for, and so supportive, especially during this very chaotic period of life.
Man. And he
So
Did y'all know that she met him with her husband?
No, she met him. Hold on.
He's 59.
Yes, of course. I mean, it's very atypical love story.
I didn't know until today that you married a man who's a lot older.
Yes.
He's 59, you're 27.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Mutual friend of ours.
A mutual friend of theirs. So
No.
59.
Play the rest of that. This is more-
Hosted an event at a restaurant that he owns up in New Hampshire and invited my husband, and I was speaking, and we met, we were acquainted as friends, and then we fell in love.
Okay,
as you
pause it. I just wanted to make sure I heard that right. They invited. I was like, damn, she was married when she met her husband? She said, no, they invited my husband and we met. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I heard that correctly. Sorry.
No, you're good. So drop some drip in the comments. Did y'all know that her husband is, 59? She's 27. I didn't know she was 27. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought she was older than that. But shout out to her for being a young lady with a very prestigious position in her 20s. Definitely not hating there. Shout out to her for that. I see if my camera gonna work. It is not. My camera is not gonna do it. I
At
know
least
it
she was
said that it was
cheesing.
dead.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Caught you in the right spot, right?
I know.
Right, you
I'm
can
gonna
have
have
that
to.
face like that first.
I'm gonna have to come back and stuff too. But there we
You
go.
good? Go ahead. Keep going.
Nah, it's stuck. So long story short, from a traditional perspective, typically women have dated up, right, as far as like age is concerned. But some people now would think that it's cringe, right? Like, oh, he's so much older than you, and so forth. It's just I'm bringing this up of how we talk to people, how we see people, all that's kind of morphing and changing. And from like a historical perspective, I mean, I do think that's a crazy gap. It couldn't be for me because I don't know what we're gonna talk about. Can't be much talking going on for 30 years. 30 years.
I tell you what you gonna talk about. You're
Bro.
gonna talk about that explosion. That's what you're gonna talk about. And then after he'd be like, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Then that baby come. That's all. That's all.
That's all that there is to talk about. How was work? Get undressed.
That's wild.
How was your weekend? Get undressed. Gee, you hungry? That's cool. Let's order in. Get undressed. You're 59, she's 27. What y'all discussing? What kind of worldview
How
do
many
you have
blue
at
pills he
27?
shaking up? That's all.
That's it. Hey, I'm about to take some Shilajit. What you about to do?
There we go. We back. We good.
That's it. That's it.
So
Damn.
I think that if we went from a traditional perspective, she's trying to be more of a traditional woman in that sense. Like, I think that she tries to maybe play that part, but she is married. Like, let's keep it real. She is married, right? I did not know that about her. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that she is a decent prototype? I know that, what was her name? Was it her name? Sweetie or whatever that girl, the Good Genes chick? There's kind of like a theme going on about
It's
the
a theme.
prototype.
It
What's
ain't
her
no
name?
different. It's always
Sydney,
been that
Skinny,
way. This has
it used to be real
always
skinny, any itty bitty
no,
chicks. Them chicks ain't itty
no,
bitty like that.
no.
Used to be like
This
have
has
100
always
pounds.
been a thing. Whether it was back in the day with dowries or whatever else, old ass dudes, Leonardo DiCaprio, whatever. But shout out to him. But that is the going move. Supple and warm. That's the the creepy thing that people say about what they try to go for. Supple and warm. That is I got that off of somewhere. I can't believe where I pulled that from.
That's
It's
because
back
you've been
when I was
drinking that
like
red
12.
wine and you over here, you gone.
Supple and warm.
Oh my goodness. So speaking of supple and warm, okay.
No.
The 40-year-olds are miserable and the childless women are glowing. It's a battle of the biological clocks. But if you are childless during the holidays, CNBC has a guide on how to survive the "why aren't you pregnant" interrogation at dinner. So I got 2 videos to go to that real quick for y'all. I know y'all can't wait. So this is that they look amazing. Okay.
Do you
Name
have
was
kids?
saying something, but
Oh, why
he
not?
was.
It's just not my cup of tea.
Have you ever seen an older woman who does not have kids and she does not look amazing? Exactly.
What do y'all think? Y'all ever see somebody over who don't have kids that's the older auntie and they don't look great? Drop some drip in the comments. Let me know. Because people judging Caroline Levitt because her husband, almost 3 times her age. But the
Unmute.
chicks who do not have kids, are they
Captain.
winning?
I'm like, she looking like a gorgeous dumpster.
Why?
What kind of dumpster are you saying? You can't say that online.
I can't say that online, but at the end of the day, she ain't having no babies, so she looked like a gorgeous dumpster. Miss Parker.
Wow. Well, I think that this would agree with your sentiment because this is the holidays. Keep in mind, everybody got the auntie that's either unmarried and childless, or the auntie who's married and childless. Sometimes it's by choice. Sometimes it's just hasn't happened for them.
After a point, it ain't by choice. We gonna keep it all the way real.
I've seen
They'd
some
rather
posts
have
where
that than a cat.
I've seen some posts where there's some women that said like they would like to have kids, but they either haven't met someone that like it just worked out for them, or some people they literally have fertility issues and they can't too. Like, so that's a part of that too. But let's get into this video. They're gonna tell you how to survive that.
It's really interesting to note that, especially within the States, but just in general, the research actually has depicted that women in their 40s is the most unhappiest age group out there. Think about that. The unhappiest age group in all of the world, predominantly, we're talking about the States right now, is women in their 40s. That's 1 in 4 Americans, which is crazy. That's 25% of the population are women in their 40s. And they're the unhappiest group out there. And it's just absolutely scary and it's appalling. And you have to ask yourself, why is that? And at the end of the day, the number one reason why, well, there could be many reasons why, actually. But one of them, as I mentioned beforehand, is it's really all about e-commerce. It's about the pharmaceutical industries. It's about really just making money. It's a multi-million-dollar business for the most part. It's really...
That's crazy. Drop some drip in the comments. Do you agree with her? You disagree with her? Do you think that there is some type of I'll get you gadget, kind of scheme going on where we need y'all to take these drugs out. We need y'all to do the Botox. We need y'all to do the Ozempic. We need y'all to do the BBLs. We need y'all to go and put y'all animals in these animal places while y'all go on trips. We need y'all to fund the trips and so forth. Do you think that that's a thing, or do you think that it really is by woman's choice? Do you think possibly that women have deep down felt oppressed all these years and now they don't have to because they too can get high quality money? Drop some drip in the comments. Let us know. Plain name, what you think?
Y'all'll be all right.
Not y'all be all right.
Y'all be all right. I mean, that's just my thought process. It's just that, if you make it to a certain age, no babies have been made, we can still practice. You'll be all right.
Now we can still practice.
Because you're not having no geritol pregnancy. You're not having no geritol pregnancy. As long as you look good, you in your 60 and you a curvaceous auntie. Because at that point in time, you become the auntie all of a sudden. Like my man say, that jazzy auntie gonna get broke down. That's it. I mean, that's just the end of the day. No one's gonna be talking to you about having. First of all, we're not even talking about a relationship past 40 and 50, and you ain't got no kids and you ain't got nothing going on, baby. And I done did that already. Shit, baby, we just gonna have a ball. Basketball. Don't worry about
y'all got aunties that fall into that though. Like, do you have aunties that they seem unhappy, or because it didn't say that they were childless or unmarried. It just said women in their 40s.
Oh no, they just be like, this Mr. Thomas coming for Christmas. This is my friend.
Right. And bottom line is, if they're unhappy, they're
Mr.
ugly.
Thomas?
If they're unhappy, they're ugly.
Fingers or whatever.
That means don't nobody want them. That means they ain't getting cracked regular. Let's just be honest about it. Let's just be all the way honest about it. At the end of the day, Once you hit a certain age, it's about attention. If you're not at that point where you're the cute, sexy auntie, because that's a new thing now. You know, you got unc and you got auntie, right? Unc is usually the uncle type that's older, that's in the gym. He the one that's the guy that's filled with wisdom. You know, body look right. He doing what he need to do, right? Auntie is usually the sexy old elder woman that ain't got no kids that probably travel as much as she like to. She does what she wants to do.
Got
She's
the
not
Christmas
tied
gifts.
down to anybody.
She got the Christmas gift.
Yeah, she getting cracked by some older guy that might come through with a purse during Christmas, or he might do a dinner every now and again. But she getting beat down. She getting that little cat getting beat up, right? Nobody's talking about your fulfillment needs. No one's talking about, hey, you ever think about a family? I don't give a damn about that. At that point, let's hit this cruise. And what happens.
Say that Tom Joyner crew.
Yeah, they trying to get on Tom Joyner cruise. They want to hear what Brian McKnight singing about. They don't give a damn about no kids. They trying to get cracked. And then if you young, they really love it. They like, oh my God, that little young boy had my heartbeat racing. Yeah, little young boy tearing your little butt up. Cause you 54. You shouldn't even be dealing with him. But you still look good. You in the gym. You on that Stairmaster. You done kept it tight. You did your Kegels throughout your 30s and 40s.
Oh my goodness.
That young boy enjoying this time. So I mean, I understand. It is what it is. I ain't hating.
So if
I've been a young boy a time or two. You know,
I've been that young boy.
So if you are someone
in that
who
failed young boy, you know what I'm saying?
If you are childless during this time, there is some tips that CNBC was able to share, and I would like to share that with y'all as well, because we should have empathy, because there are different reasons as well. So let's get into that.
It's okay to skip some of the meals or limit them if they feel quite painful, especially when the table talk is, as it always is, around the kids and the grandchildren. And you don't owe anyone an explanation. So if it's just something that you can't handle, just tell them, you're keeping things a little quieter this year. It's okay to skip some.
So I just think that's good. Like, a lot of times people don't advocate during the holidays for folks who, are in situations where they don't know what to say. So if you do, those are definitely some options that you're not alone. Other people also feel this way. And I just want to make sure I put that the guys did not advocate for that part, but that's for me advocating for y'all that, that's for me advocating for y'all that, other people also feel that way. But speaking of feeling that way,
no, I ain't gonna let you just go ahead and let that go. No, I need to go savage. So you talking about someone that's trying to skip out on the dinner because they don't want to be hit with the fact that they chose to be out for the night, or they chose it's not everybody, but it's a lot of bodies that you done had that you done turned into something else. And now you don't, now that you 55, you want to be like, I was out in these streets and I was doing whatever. I don't want to talk about kids, or I don't want to talk, at this point, you talking about grandkids. In some people's cases, great grandkids that they were supposed to have. And you looking at your life flash before your eyes. And you like, damn, I'm going to be alone. Damn, I don't have nobody that's going to want to like even see my old ass now. Like, now the wrinkles is coming. Now the cats is coming and rubbing on my legs and shit.
I mean,
like,
that's an argument though. People have been saying there ain't no guarantee that your kid's gonna take care of you no way. So for you to have kids and act like, oh, they're gonna take care of you is wild. So
but you know that something lives on. That's the thing. That's the thing.
They're saying, but it, like, your kids can hate you. They hate.
That's very true.
Whatever
like,
it is.
Like Joe
mind their business and pass the gravy is crazy.
Exactly. Pass the gravy, bitch.
Like, so Joe, when's the baby coming? Pass the gravy, ho. Might talk to you.
Yeah. Nah, and I feel Joe, because like for
you in that cemetery,
time,
you better stay out of my business.
Oh wow, no, because for a long time, like the conversation around the family with me was like, look, don't be coming and bringing no kids back. Don't be having no kids and all that stuff. And then like all of a sudden at one point it switched and changed to, yo, when you getting older now, what's going on? What's up with that? Was you gonna have some kids? Like I want some grandbabies. What's going on? Like, hold up. You told me all my damn life, don't come with no kids. And now all of a sudden it's something else. You get what I'm saying? So like that's why it's crazy. You gotta come unmuted. You gotta come unmuted.
It's the same thing with women though. They tell you your whole life, oh, so nobody want to do would smash you, and and all of a sudden they get to be 30 and they're like, so when are we gonna get grandkids? It's like, well, you told me don't date nobody, so now all of a sudden
You
you're
said that early on.
Like, so what's going on? Well, I mean, we just figured you'd find someone. Well, you told me don't talk to no one, so I mean, we just want you to have pregnant young. Okay, well,
That's your business. What we do.
Like,
you gotta tell them, Jim Jones. No, they listen. They on these campuses. They working these jobs. They swallowing these kids. They ain't got time to be getting pregnant.
oh my goodness,
They're trying to get to the bag. That's what's going on. Hopefully that's what's going on because the birth rate is definitely low. So either somebody shooting blanks or they swallowing them these kids. But at the end of the day, if they get married, and they're at a certain age where it makes sense, have your babies, but you're not under any obligation. Pass the turnips. Pass me the carrots and peas and carrots. I don't give a shut up, auntie. You ask me about a baby. I'm asking you when you're gonna start paying taxes on that beauty salon you got in your basement. Mind your damn business.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You ain't got to do none of that, but just know that you're not by yourself during these holidays for sure, and you're definitely not by yourself if you want to, tap into the AI, which is what most people by themselves doing. So my thing is this.
Oh, you got that AI girlfriend? How many AI girlfriends you got playing?
6.
You got 6? I got 600.
I got one right now talking to them.
What's she saying?
So
how's my day, dear?
Listen, so it's hard enough setting boundaries with your family, but try setting them with an AI that denies your health insurance. Imagine telling your aunt your child is by choice, and then a robot tells you, that annual physical though is by choice, and we ain't paying for that. Y'all think I'm playing? Watch this.
I just got off the phone with my health insurance and I said, hey guys, why did you deny my claim? And they said, hey girl, sorry, we're actually using AI now. So the AI said that this claim is not good.
The AI said, nah, we good.
We ain't going for that.
It's cool. It's cool. You pay for that. We not doing that.
We ain't going for that.
Wait till she tell you what it is though. Hold on.
And I was like, okay, can you tell me why? Because I went to a doctor I've been to in the past, at a location I've been to in the past, with an insurance I've had in the past. Should be all good, right? Should be very chill. And they said, no, we can't tell.
No, we can't tell you. You know why they can't tell you? Because they reading from a script and they don't know. AI said we not doing it. They said we not doing it. So like when we talk about like actually bring it to talk techie with me for a second. It's really hard for folks right now with what's going on in the world. You're already struggling a lot of times in the economy. Now you go into the family dinner, right? Or whatever it is. Everybody asks you about a baby you probably can't even afford sometimes or can do or whatever the situation may be. Or maybe you just don't want no baby. Then you go and log into your health insurance account and say, we're going to deny you. Why you deny me? I don't know. Robot said you can't get it. And don't nobody got an explanation. Your life right now in some people's life is we don't have an explanation, and that is also not good for our society. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Like we have to
say AI Jesus said that Jesus
AI
Shuttlesworth
X and
said that
Jesus is crazy. X and AI Jesus.
that AI Jesus Shuttlesworth said that if I ain't got a triple double, I can't get no insurance. You know what I'm saying?
That this claim said, I feel you, but I can't reach you. That's what this insurance claim said. It said, I feel you, but I can't reach you. You got to pay that out your pocket, baby. Alberta. You have to pay that out your pocket, baby.
Tell you why it got denied. As someone that works professionally with AI all day, I love a good AI. This is not a good AI though.
But maybe it is though, sis. But maybe it is. Maybe in their rules it was
not good for you.
Not good
I was
for
about
you.
to
but
say,
good
no,
for
I
the
mean,
crew.
it wasn't great for you, but it's fine for me if I download the app.
Maybe it's not as good for me if I'm a shareholder.
Exactly. If I'm a shareholder, it is great for me.
We need 20 more agents like that.
Right.
Right. Deny
Do you guys want
everything.
to guess what I went to the doctor for? Because I know you're probably thinking, oh, it's something controversial, it's something complicated. The AI couldn't quite figure out if it was okay.
Drop some drip in the comments real quick. What y'all think she went to the doctor for that she got denied? Guys, what y'all think she went to the doctor for?
Multiple sclerosis.
Okay, what you think? What you think, plain name?
Same joint. And her fingers being too far apart, like an octopus.
Bro, what?
He's an arthritic ass.
She got something weird going on with her hands.
What?
Said carpal tunnel. Up
Now
in
that's
his
carpet
bed.
funnel. She ready to grip a whole
no.
basketball.
Joe said AI girlfriends don't talk back is crazy. Is crazy. All right. So
And that's another situation.
Or not. It was my annual physical. They said sometimes you can just wait for the AI to change its mind, though. Okay, when will it do that?
Did you change it?
All right, now Mr. Risk and insurance, she got her physical denied. I need you to weigh in on this.
Wait, change its mind? What? You based on rules. Did you
It said we gotta do that shit another time.
it said I need to upgrade?
It said not right now. No, we'll get to that.
It said 404 error. We gonna just deny it by default. I don't know what she talking about. What?
Took that emblem and threw it in the trash somewhere, right?
Because, as a technical person, I'm like, what does that actually mean? In theory, if you're using AI, it means you're running your code or you're running your model on the data that is my medical claim.
And rules. But hold on, she missing that part. And rules and trends, right? Depending on how they classify these things and trends. So yes, but and rules. So sis, the real question before we continue is, what rule didn't like what you submitted?
Why would it change its mind? Are you just going to run it again one day randomly?
Yes.
Is it best 2 out of 3?
Maybe.
And they're like, well, ma'am, sometimes it just changes its mind. Okay, well, what if it doesn't change its mind?
Then you're going to pay out your pocket.
Right.
Boom.
Right. Boom. There's that discussion.
She said, what if it don't change his mind? Then they finna
Well,
call.
then you screwed. That's what
They
that sound
finna
like
come
to
for
me.
their money. You about to be on bankruptcy or
well, I'll let you-
collections. They gonna hit you with that collections. Like, so what's up? Where's my money at? Where's my money? But if the
You don't
AI
know.
if the AI is gonna do us dirty on our medical exams, we gonna need a lot more money in the bank though. So, which is exactly why this next grandma's thinking, why don't we trade the Toys R Us aisle for the S&P 500? Y'all interested in talking about that? Y'all want to hear about the grandma who ain't buying no toys?
Let's go.
Sound like she's trying to buy into Mattel, which is my type of thinking. Cash is pay. You know what I mean?
Anything with Hasbro.
Grandkids presents for Christmas. She's not a total Grinch. She's giving them a very different kind of gift.
And I talked to my son and I told him I'm not going to be the one to buy gifts. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to invest for them instead. So every month I invest a flat amount, and then every birthday they get a bonus, and every Christmas they get a bonus.
These kids get more bonuses than y'all getting at work. Like for real. Like this grandma is giving the grandkids more bonuses as children without putting in actual work than most of us are getting at work going every day. Drop some drip in the comments. Y'all know grandmas like this?
That is bizarre.
No, I'm just going, cash is pay be into this kind of stuff. So like there's certain applications that's out there in the world where you can invest for your progeny. Your progeny meaning your kids, your grandkids, etc., etc. One of them that has got like a little gamification, kind of like cartoonish feel, is called Stockpile. Now they ain't sponsoring us or nothing like that. I know that's how it
They
be.
can know.
Right, but Stockpile is it makes it real simple for you to have a a custodial account for a child.
I believe Webull and Fidelity does as well.
Yeah, Webull and Fidelity, they also got them, but it's just like it's
And
real
Charles
simple and
Schwab,
cartoonish
I believe as well.
from what I remember from Stockpile.
Mm.
Now, it's for me. Whenever the kids come, I think it'll be a great thing to add to their lifestyle because you get to say, "Oh, you like Chipotle or you like McDonald's or whatever it is. How about you own a piece of that instead of buying a Happy Meal? How about we put that money into the Happy Meal into stock, so you'll be able to buy the stock and have ownership instead of the short term, right? You try to teach the kids delayed gratification. That's the main thing that you can do probably to enforce what she's talking about here. And I really appreciate where she's going with it because she's trying to say, hey, I'm not going to buy more plastic for these kids. Like they got enough plastic all over the place. That's He-Mans, She-Mans, all kind of mans, Dynaman, Aquaman, Iron Man. You getting all the
Superman.
mans, but you could have bought some stock instead with that same
That'll be worth
$30.
more by the time they get grown. So I'm gonna finish this and then we'll finish our thoughts.
I just want them to have a better future or a better start at adulthood than what I had.
Okay, you might think that it's a little strange or different, but she says her 4 grandkids have 9 grandparents, along with aunts and uncles who give them toys. She invests for them instead. She hopes each kid will have tens of thousands of dollars by the time they turn 18. As part of
9 grandparents is crazy. Let's see what these comments in for. So like all the comments I saw were very, very positive. People were saying great move, this is a good job to do, so people, pretty much we're talking about bonds as well. Like, so there were some things in there too. So if you're interested, then go to YouTube. It's under Fox 9, and then her TikTok is at Tammy_time_. So that is the original content creator. So go ahead. Y'all got any final thoughts on this before we move on to the next thing?
Not at the moment, no.
Cash Spade, you got anything before I go on to the next position?
Hell yeah, just talking about cash. So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in on this.
I was hoping you were
that's why I asked.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Number one, you need to do that. I'm not gonna be your financial advisor, but another thing that that ain't on the list that we talked about is that silver is damn near at an all-time high right now, and it's more affordable than gold is. Gold is at above 4,000, but you need to grab some of that damn silver right now. I'm not silver futures or anything like that. I'm talking about physical silver. All right. If you would have bought that back in 2021, it would have been about $20. Right now, silver is above $70. I ain't never seen it like this. All right. So for all of y'all who got your 802s and your 401ks and all of that, your 1203s, make sure that you gotta diversify your shit. Get some of that physical. Get some of that physical. Because you never know what you got to do to hedge against other things. I've leveraged it to make sure that I was good, just to keep myself from spending money that I had in my wallet. Because I've been known to buy some weird stuff. Plain Dame would tell you that I had like a 9-stage water filter in an apartment building, and I had a fish
forgot
tank.
about that.
I had a fish tank. Yeah, I had a fish tank with a window in one of the bedrooms because I wanted people to walk past and see a fish. Like I done did a whole bunch of weird stuff in my life, right? But now I'm at the point where I'm saying, look, I don't need to spend all of that. I need to actually invest this because nobody's beating inflation. Nobody's beating inflation at all. So you need to do things to make sure that you're in that space. Let's see. Joe says bond market is soft last few years. Stick to QQQ. which is a very good ETF. Precious metals,
AKA
etc.
a stock. Like this,
Yeah,
in case you don't know what that means.
I'm trading gold for silver now. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, you know that you'll be able to buy a lot of if you're doing, like a switch off like that. So you can do trades. But as of right now, I actually might take some of you got stacks. That's what they call it, right? You might have a silver stack. Trade some of that in right now because the gold to silver ratio was getting closer and closer. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna do a whole bunch of that. This ain't that kind of channel, but it's getting closer and closer in ratio where it makes more sense to actually make swaps in either currency in order to get your shit off. So that's all we into right now. All right. Go ahead. I'm done. I'm off my money train right now. You go ahead.
So speaking of generational
so well,
wealth
though.
and just doing better, if anybody doesn't have anything else, we can go into what dysfunctional families in the holidays. A good little. Just wanted to get y'all thoughts on this.
I can speak on this.
Here we go.
Dysfunctional families live for the holidays because it's all you got. If we don't have Thanksgiving together, then we'll miss our whole opportunity. If you have
Okay, hold on. Do y'all agree or disagree with that?
Agree.
Okay, we're gonna keep it going. Now he's gonna tell you why he made that statement.
a healthy relationship with your kids, you're going to eat with them all the time. I love Thanksgiving. I hope they all come over. I don't know if they will. But my goal is to have dinner with my kids so much that if we miss Thanksgiving, we didn't miss the only open window of relationship and memory for the whole year.
That's crazy. Like, just let that sit for a second. He just called out how people are like, oh, you need to come home for the holidays. And I think it also stems, if you think about all these movies that are made, like, oh, going home for the holidays and holiday this and holiday that, it's literally wrapped around dysfunction. Every bit is like some toxic or dysfunctional or whatever. And if they had seen each other all the time, then it wouldn't be that big a deal that you missed this time. Totally agree. And the movies reflect that, which I think reflects most people. Anything before I move on, y'all?
No, you hit the nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head. But I mean, because that's the biggest thing.
All right, from my perspective, he's pulling it in. He's saying that half the time with people be having drunk uncles or whatever else, when people had them family fights that have to go on during Christmas or Thanksgiving, this is the only time that they get to get their shit off for their weird ass behavior, where they could just chill and have a good time instead of making it about them, because that's really what that is. That's what that's saying. It's some selfish behavior that's happening.
I didn't want to highlight that, but that's real. That's real. I mean, because that's what it is. You don't see these people, especially those toxic people that's in your family. You don't see them. You don't see them often. You're not thinking about them. And then, of course, when you go in for the dinner at grandma's, that's when you see them. So, yeah, I agree. I just hate that that's where we are at this point, which is very true. But that, instead of like, okay, it's not about us, it's about G-Ma, or it's about Auntie, it's about whomever did the organizing. It's never about them. It's always about how you feel. And that's the problem. But at the same time, I'm never against family coming together.
Yeah, because I mean, there's still an opportunity to learn about yourself, learn about the family, learn to actually communicate effectively. Those are some things that you really need when you're around your bloodline, because you never know who you need. Shit, you might need a kidney, but
right,
I'm not apt to give Uncle Tim my kidney if every time I done came around here for the last 15, 16
You were never
Thanksgivings
shit in
and Christmases,
football.
he's
You
been
was
on some
terrible in
bullshit.
football. That's why I ain't taught you. That's why we
Well,
didn't
he
play
gonna
catch.
tell you what he would rather
Hey,
do
man.
instead, is what he's gonna get into next.
I would rather do 30 Thanksgivings, and if they miss the one, I got a backup plan. Don't think like most people do, and that is that our whole year rises and falls with the holidays. Dysfunctional.
Keep that in mind, y'all, as we go into this holiday season. I agree with him. Like, if you was talking to your people the whole time, more often, you wouldn't be so dead set on like, we gotta be together this one time. Bro, I see you I see you
Yeah,
again.
he's talking about a functional family structure, which is good. That's good to have a close-knit family where we go to grandma's house on Sundays anyway. So if I miss this one meal, it's just one meal. We done did this 50 other times. If I miss
Right.
these 2 weeks, that's fine. So I feel that. That's bringing back the family into a centric type of atmosphere. So I definitely feel that. Plain Dame gonna love this one. I seen this one.
So if your family is dysfunctional, the holidays are all you have. But if you invest like, the grandma we talked about before, you don't need a holiday to be happy. You need a healthy relationship and a husband who treats you like a queen. Kind of like this guy right here. I want y'all to tune in. Let me know what y'all think. This is for my dudes. Be safe out here. Make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying, find y'all somebody like this. That's all I gotta say.
I see how beautiful this life.
Let me go ahead and mute this because you know how they do with the music. They ain't gonna say nothing. All right. Don't they look like they having fun? Nah, I want to take y'all to the comments.
Oh no, he trying to. She got that spine and bifida. He about to tear that up.
Yeah, she about to get
Can't
her
feel
bent
nothing
up.
from the waist down.
She is bent up. It's weird how I don't know. It's like it's weird.
I gotta find. So wait. I gotta find. So one of the comments. This is my favorite one. They have some crazy savage comments. It shows she responded. Said that check come on the 1st and 15th. She said check may come, but he does every day. He comes every day.
I feel that. I like.
Merry Christmas.
I like
Y'all
where
need
she
to get
coming
somebody
with.
like this. Merry Christmas. That's my Christmas gift to
Right.
y'all is this comment. She said
Like, you say
the
whatever.
check may come, but he come every day.
I love that. I can't even lie.
Y'all gotta go through these comments. Her Instagram name is Chelsea_Callan, and she in these comments heavy. Is heavy. She funny than a mug.
Yeah, she clapping back because she having
Clap
babies
back.
for this man. She
Yeah,
ain't
so it
finished.
says
She
like this
throwing
one
it down.
says, LOL disabled and single mother soon. Dude loving them checks every month. I bet he's even getting paid to be your caregiver. I see you, bro. I see you. She responded and said, if he didn't take off after our first was born or even after our twins were born, I doubt he's gonna take off now. So no, I won't be a single mother soon. No, that's not that our financial business is your business, but no, he does not get paid to care for me. So she in here, I'm sorry you seem to have
taking
an
up
issue
for her
with
man.
that.
Good.
Just because
Hey,
I'm in a
that's her
wheelchair having
man.
my life
50
stolen
grand.
from me every day, little by little, doesn't mean I can't be loved. Then she said, what you are spewing is ableism and it's an ugly character flaw.
Get it.
She ain't lying.
Listen, so y'all want a good chuckle and see somebody come through in the comments because she is into all this. And for your holiday season, I can do nothing, but this is the positive part I have for you is I hope that you have positivity the way that this lady is holding down her man. Clearly she happy and that man look happy and that they have a union and they just doing what they doing. And obviously she's happy and making him happy. I wish
Every
that for
night.
all of
Like
y'all.
she said,
She said
every
every
night.
day. She said every
I
day.
might be
Every
jealous
night.
of this man.
She said
You know what I'm
every
saying?
day. She said every day. Drops a drip
Every
in the
day?
comments. She said every
Right.
day.
Every day.
Drops a drip in the comments. Y'all agree with that? Y'all looking for
She
somebody like
said
that?
that he drained. She said that he can't. He come home and he just his battery is on. Oh,
Yeah, he can't hang. He looked like he need a wheelchair when she done.
This is how he is when he leaving the job. This is how he leaving the job to go home. That's how.
like
that
yeah, I
man
gotta
is.
see y'all motherfuckers. This is 4:50. I'm out, bitches.
Johnny,
Alright,
you don't never come. You don't never come to
I don't
the
care.
stuff after work.
Bye. I'm going down the stairs now. See you later, fuckers.
And finally, the last thing I got is I want to remind y'all, it is the holidays, but don't do everything you need to for all these kids. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna remind y'all before we get out of here. if you forgot that gift that they asked for, just remember the time they didn't do something you asked them to do, and watch this video.
I'm just saying, we rolling up on 2 hours, damn it.
Ready?
Bro, hey, come here, man. Come here. Hey! Bro, get up, bro. Go outside.
He going.
I wanted a Samsung, bro. Hey. The heck? Why y'all always doing this, bro? Every year y'all do this. I don't want no. Get out. Get out.
Give me no Gucci bag.
What you mean? She said the Gucci bag.
Gucci bag. Why you got me in your little purse? I want a Gucci bag.
It look like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to promote child abuse.
That's not what
but
I wanted.
someone needs ass whoopings around this piece. This gentle parenting got me all jammed.
What no? Color pencils? No.
It's for school.
This?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey.
He said, I don't read.
Bro.
I don't want this.
Somebody needs some coal.
Be the last damn Christmas.
Exactly. Nothing.
He said that'd be last Christmas. So if
There's
you
no
forgot something, just remember this. There are people that, regardless of what somebody give you, this is where I'm coming from, and I'm gonna be quiet about it. Regardless of what somebody gives you, they gave it to you. And the spirit of this is that someone thought about you enough to show you that they thought about you. So if you forgot something, it's cool. They'll be all right. Because remember, there's a lot of people out there. There's some people acting out there like that too. So that's all I gotta say. Merry Christmas for y'all. I'm gonna slide it to my people.
Yeah, you can slide to me because the Grinch is comatose. So what I'm gonna say is, you can be as asshole as you want to as a child. Just know that you're gonna grow up, and everybody's still gonna remember that. They're gonna remember the time that you was a little brat talking about some. I didn't want this, and I didn't want that. Okay, that'll be the last time that you get anything, because, I'm just gonna say it like. We in a recessionary period, my dude. And any plastic that you get or any circuit that you get is gonna be what it is. And we need to just go ahead and let it be. Because right now, you in the wrong time period to be having a little hissy fit. Sorry. And where I'm from, where I used to be brought up, you was getting ass whoopings for that on Christmas.
Yeah,
I done seen it with my own eyes. I didn't get no He-Man.
I ain't never seen.
I got a He-Man, and then somebody else was like, "I ain't get no He-Man." Guess what happened? It was all types of ass whoopings going on Christmas.
Then I remind Mama that she broke.
Exactly.
Because that's basically what that was. I mean, you had to be thankful for what you got. It was just no way around it. If you got cereal with no roaches in there, I'd be thankful. I could afford a new box of Fruit Loops. This is what it is.
That's just that's ungrateful. But you know what? Like I said, do the best you can with what you got. We very much appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Not sure if y'all gonna get another live stream next week, so we made this extra long. So for my final sign off, y'all, just keep in mind we've covered memes, lawsuits, robot doctors. But at the end of the day, whether you're 27 or 59, childless or invested for 10 grandkids, we're all just looking for someone who doesn't make us want to file a lawsuit or get divorced. Stay safe, stay glowing, and don't let the AI change its mind on you. And you have a great holiday. Love y'all out here. Make sure y'all check us out when we again. We'll talk to y'all later.
Peace.
Every beat skips, every heart trips, fingers on glass, static in the mix. Drifting to you, pulling me through. The bassline's thick, the air's like glue. to dim